Hi guys, I'm back again today to do a tag. I was tagged by Z Harlow, that's Xeez Harlow, okay? She tagged me to do a tag called the Nerimon YouTube survey, okay? So I thought it was fun, and it was, the questions are very probing, and I really had to think about them. So I thought, let's do this, okay? Question number 1, what is your biggest fear? Well, my biggest fear is waking up in hell, believe it or not. It just freaks me out, like, you know, not knowing the Lord and waking up in hell. That would be my biggest fear. Okay. How did you figure out Santa wasn't real? Well, believe it or not, I was 11 years old, and I said to my sister, my mom had like a fake fireplace. It was once a real fireplace, but it was no longer functioning. And my mother had these fake logs in there and a fake light. And I said to her, so Santa comes down here? And she said, yeah. And I said, well, how come we don't use this as a real fireplace? And she said, well, because the chimney's blocked. And I said, well, then how does Santa get down? She goes, oh, he gets there, believe me. And so then I started putting 2 and 2 together, and I'm like, seriously? If the chimney's blocked, how does he get down there, you know? So I finally said to my sister, look, is Santa real or not? And she was like, no, Mommy gives us the gifts, you know, so that was the big reveal. So then I remember saying to her, oh, so the Easter Bunny's not real either? And she was like, no. Oh, okay. Okay, what was the best idea you ever had, or I ever had? That would be finding my husband. Got this magazine, and it was a Christian singles magazine, and I had to place an ad in it, and to meet people. And through doing that, I met my husband. So I'd have to say that was the best idea that I've ever had. What was the most embarrassing thing your parents have ever done? Well, if you have seen my Draw My Life video, you know I was born with cerebral palsy, and my upbringing was rather difficult. My mom used to put me on the bus every morning, and we lived on a very heavy avenue. It was a lot of traffic. So she would get frustrated. She'd try to walk me to the bus, and I have crutches and braces, and the cars weren't stopping, and she was like freaking out. So she's like, well, what am I going to do? Well, she came up with her solution. She made this big stop sign, you know, on white oak tag. That's what we used to call it back then. I think nowadays they call it poster board. And it was a big oak tag, and she wrote big red letters, stop. And so every day when she took me out to the bus, she would carry along this big stop sign. And I remember just thinking that it was the most embarrassing thing in the world, you know. So, but it was for my benefit that she did that, because cars weren't stopping. But to me as a little kid, I'm like, this is so embarrassing, you know, drawing attention to ourselves. Okay, next question. If I could have one career, what would it be? I used to think when I was a kid I'd want to be a teacher. I used to want to emulate my teachers. I used to look up to them. But now that my daughter's going to school to be a teacher, and I see there's a lot of math involved, I don't like math, I'm not good at math, I probably wouldn't be able to do that. Or a newscaster, I really enjoy. I think it'd be cool to be a newscaster. Okay, wow, I went through all 5 questions. That was quick. Alright, I have to tag 2 people. So, I tagged Colleen, Miss Cavalier 01, and Karen, Carchar, is it 5118 or 518? Sorry, I can never remember those numbers, Karen, sorry. Okay, so I tag you 2 guys, alright? Alright guys, this is it, that's it, and we'll say ta-ta for now, and we'll see you next time. Okay, bye guys.